Good afternoon, Merrimack Elementary. Well, so when we think about the next to last week of school, I'm pretty sure this was not what we were anticipating. It seems odd that just a week ago I was here making a video, talking to everybody, talking about some of the things that were going to be coming up this week. And at the time, we had absolutely no idea what was about to happen. So sitting here now, it's kind of a surreal experience as I look back and reflect upon the last week. So I want to take just a couple minutes, talk about just a few of the things, and as we've that have gone on here in Merrimack for the last week. So last Friday, like I said, we were here. Having school, everything was going really well, and then right at the very end of the day, we'd heard there were some storms. We knew there were some storms possible, but never did we expect what ended up happening. I will say for us, for our teachers, for our students, for everybody else, we went as soon as the alarms went off. We all went down into the basement, and on that lower level, honestly, we had no idea what was happening around us outside. The kids did a great job. They were safe. I mean, yes, there were some scared. There were some students who were teary eyed and fearful, but like students were comforting other students. We had staff members comforting students, and really no one got too upset, and we really did a great job. So we had no idea. The kids were safe. Everybody was well protected, and like I said, honestly, oblivious to what was going on in the world outside. It's this big fortress of a school that we have here did a fantastic job keeping us safe and keeping us well here at school. So, and when we came out of the school and we come out, the day ends. We had to make some alternative plans on the fly for dismissal and get all those things done. I know I've sent something before, but just wanted to say first thank you and appreciate everybody's flexibility and understanding as we've worked through that. So then, as we kind of started this week, we had a lot of uncertainty, things we had no idea. So many homes without power, the level of damage, and things that have happened, people facing different things, different challenges. We started hearing about some of those things over the weekend and kind of figuring out what was going to happen. We were all in a very uncertain time, trying to predict a very uncertain future. So as we got into this week, we didn't have school on Monday. We weren't sure when the district was going to be able to get everybody back. We knew transportation throughout the district was very difficult. There was no power in much of the areas around, and Merrimack never really lost power. But we know a lot of the places around us did. People were not able to get from point A to point B, as you guys all know. So there's a lot of uncertainty at the very beginning of the week. But then we knew we were able to come back on Tuesday. We got all the kids back in. We were able to talk to them, settle them in, kind of get back to normal, let them process some of what's going on, and help them really return feeling safe and comfortable. And so Tuesday was a really great day for us here. About halfway through Tuesday, we then heard that our friends over at Captain Elementary still did not have power, and there was not really a timeline for when they thought that might be happening again. So what we did was we opened our doors, as a district should do, and taking care of each other and taking care of one another. We opened our doors to our friends from Captain. So here to finish out this week, we've had about 150 of our now closest friends that have joined us from over at from Captain Elementary. Um, and then honestly, in so many ways, it's exactly what you would want it to be. So the kids have come in. They've welcomed the kids from Captain. The teachers have been making this work on the fly. Like I said, literally less than even a day's notice, trying to figure out how we were going to do this, what this was going to look like. How do we make sure we've got enough food for everybody? How do we get them in the building? How do we show them where their classrooms are? But by Wednesday morning, we had it ready to go. Stuco was out there with banners welcoming kids, bringing them in and getting everything going. So it really was. It's been what you would want. It's a time where we as humans need to open our doors and take care of each other when we're faced with challenges, and we can look and say, why us? Or we can figure out how do we step up and take care of those who are maybe even in a more difficult situation than we have been. And that's the way I've looked at this is, yes, it's added some additional work, some additional stress, some additional planning, some additional things on all of us. But at the same point in time, we're the ones welcoming. They're coming into our house. It's even more difficult in some way for our friends from Captain. So as we've looked at this week, it's been great to get to see them. Again, it's been nothing short of heartwarming to watch the way our staffs have come together, to watch the way our students have come together, to see the empathy, the humanity, and just this desire to make things work and make it be a great day here at Merrimack. So we're about to start field day, so I just wanted to kind of get a quick message out. I am planning on sending something longer that's going to reflect on a lot of the things. I know there's been some disappointments and some challenges, including the canceling of summer send off, which is very difficult. It's a very difficult decision for so many of us. And I want to kind of touch on some of those things, as well as kind of just share some of my thoughts on this week in a different format, maybe than a short video, but wanted to make sure that we got this out for everybody as we kind of know, but then also getting ready for field day, because we know that's going to be a lot of fun today too. So our captain friends are joining us for field day today, and so it's we've heard there might be some power coming back on at Captain pretty quickly, and so there's probably a really good chance that they won't be here on Tuesday. So this is our last chance to kind of celebrate with them this experience that we've all gone through together. So we're looking forward to that today, and know it's going to be really exciting. So I'm hoping to send something else out. Like I said, it'll be probably a longer written format, just so I really with a lot of reflections on what this last week, on the challenges, the successes, and all of those things. So I'm hoping to get something out to you guys here real quickly as well. So hope you guys have had, I know it's been a difficult week, but I hope everybody is doing okay. I hope that you are finding a little bit of peace, and that that everything is starting to feel like it's on the right track, moving back towards improvement. But also there's still some challenges that are facing so many of us. So our hearts are out there. If you guys need anything that Merrimack can help with, please let us know. And we hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you all next Tuesday.